Hello everybody, we are Agents Lane. This is Brian, I am Elizabeth, and today we want to talk about the question that we get asked the past few months is when is this real estate market going to return to a normal market? So I guess we should answer what is a normal market when people ask us, what do you think that it looks like?
It's been a seller's market for a long time.
Yes.
And people think normal is going to be shifting to a buyer's market. And really it's a balanced market is what kind of people are talking about. What does that look like? And it's just not around the corner. I mean, the fact is it's going to maintain as a seller's market into 2022, most likely beyond, but into 2022 for sure.
And some of the factors that we are aware of is that there has been a lot of seller not going to the market on 2020 and 2021, and in 2022 We're going to see a lot more shifting of sellers going on the market because we all realize that Corona is going to be with us forever.
Right.
This is going to continue to mutate, and so people are going to start making moves, and those are going to be selling moves. That's what we believe. And even though there's going to be more sellers coming on the market, why would the prices then not go down?
Right. So if we do get a larger surplus of inventory coming into it, we have such a pent-up demand on the buy side that it's going to meet that and still have more.
Sure.
The buyer demand is so high right now, we just don't have the inventory. Even though we're going to see more coming into 2022, more people coming to market earlier in the year than last year.
Yes.
And we just don't see it affecting prices, even though supply and demand is the name of the game for real estate. In LA,
there's no new construction.
Right.
So we have no land here in LA, and that's the main factor. The other factor, of course, is interest rates. The interest rates are historically low still, even though they've creeped up in the past month. We're still low, as you can see in the graph. Historically, what the rates look like. And then the surprising thing is when the rates did rise, the sales didn't stop. They actually went with and rose as well.
Right. So yeah, when you looking at the slide here, you can see that as interest rates are rising, home sales are rising as well. So why that is, we're not really sure, but it is historically the fact that the interest rates don't necessarily decrease the market. So we don't expect that in this next year to be an issue.
Unless it goes from 3.25 to 6.25.
Something crazy.
That's not what we're expecting in 2022. We expect an easy inching up in 2022.
Right. We should see something landing just under 4.5% by the end of the year.
Right.
Something like that.
And then the other factor, Brian, would be home appreciation.
Sure.
Last 2 years, the appreciation here in LA has been ridiculous all throughout the country. We appreciated about 18% in 2021. Craziness. For 2022, it is forecasted to have a more healthy appreciation, about 6%.
Right.
But if you take that appreciation of 6% and you buy $1 million house in 2022, after 5 years, how much is that going to be?
Right. So, I mean, you end up with a $1.3 million home.
In 5 years.
In 5 years. So that's still some nice appreciation and something that buyers really need to be aware of. It's like, if the best time to buy was yesterday, right? And if not, the best time to buy is now.
Yeah.
So you're still in the same scenario. You can't really wait for the market to cool because the LA market's not going to cool enough where it makes sense to wait.
Right.
You're going to get the appreciation. There's so many benefits to owning a home. And a home's just become something different now. I mean, now a home, right? It's a place where we work. It's a place where sometimes we're teaching our kids. It's just...
It has definitely become the most important part of our lives during this last 2 years. And I don't think that's changing in the next 2 to 5 years.
Right. All right. And just to touch on something else, economically, as we see inflation rise, assets are where people put money, because when there's inflation, home prices rise again because there's value in the assets. So it's a lot of places where investors are putting money into homes right now, and we just don't see it changing. I mean, so I think at the end of the day, 2022 is going to be a good year for sellers. It's still going to be
hopefully a better year for buyers.
Yes, hopefully a better year for buyers. More options, more homes to choose from, which I think is good.
Yes.
Right?
It's definitely healthier.
Yes.
I don't know about more balance, but it'll be healthier.
Absolutely.
So if you have any questions, please reach out to us. We're here to answer any of your questions. Have a great day.
Take care.